Hey guys, I have got to talk to you about time because time is the biggest excuse that I hear when it comes to not getting in our workouts and to not eating healthy. And you know what? We all have the same amount of time. How is it possible that some people get some things done and some people don't? Well, yeah, I know. We've got a million different little things in there that may make your life a lot harder, but I have a tool that I want to give you that is going to change. It's going to give you so much more time and it's going to take away so much stress because you're going to feel like you have it planned out and you feel like you can get in the things that you really want to, the things that are important, the people that you love, you're going to have time to hang out with them. This tool is life-changing. Seriously, I'm not even joking. All right, so we have to have a little bit of information before we get into it so that we can kind of put it all into perspective. So we know that there are 7 days in a week. If we add up those hours, we get 168 hours. Now, if we take away time for sleep and we take away time for work, approximately 40 hours. I know some of you work more than that, but we'll talk about that in a different video. We get about 72 hours left in a week. 72 hours left in a week. What are we doing with that 72 hours? How much time are we wasting? Think about it. All right, so now we've got to make that 72 hours count. Make it be for things that we really want in our life. So this tool is going to help you. I learned this from a business coach about 2 years ago, and I have been using it myself, and I have been suggesting it to clients, and it honestly is life-changing. It's game-changing. You are going to have so much more time. So what you're going to do, you're going to turn off all distractions, and you're going to take a piece of paper or a pad, but I highly recommend using a piece of paper because then you can turn off everything that's digital that's coming in at us constantly every 2 seconds. So if you take that piece of paper or whatever, you're going to brain dump everything that you have to do that week. So if that feels like too much, maybe you choose to do this like 2 times during the week, but brain dump everything that you've got to do, ideally for the whole week. Now you're going to go through and you're going to look at the things that are really important to you. So me, when I'm looking at my list, my workouts are important to me. So I'm circling those things that are really important. I'm circling my workouts. I'm circling, making time for my healthy eating. So that means making sure that I have time to just make a meal plan. I have time to go to the grocery store or just take some time to order the groceries that I need to order. I'm circling something I want to do with my kids or with my family that week, and I'm making sure that those are top. Those are highlighted, and I can see that those are going to be the most important things. So then you're going to take out your calendar. Doesn't matter if your calendar is your Google Calendar or a regular paper calendar, but you're going to start with those most important things and you're going to put those on your calendar and block off the amount of time that you think you need to do whatever that is. So they are there, they are important appointments, you're not going to miss them. Then you can go in and put in all those other little things. So instead of just having an ongoing task list, putting them into your calendar for specific times and ideally allotting a certain amount of time for some of those tasks can save you so much time. It's going to take away stress because you're going to know that you have it written down and you're going to go back to that calendar and you're going to look at it. It's going to maybe decrease the amount of time where you spend too much time on a certain task. So, if you know that you are someone who falls into the recipe rabbit hole, set a timer. This is how much time you have to meal plan. And if you start getting, running out of time, you just got to pick some things that you already know. Don't get too fancy and crazy with it because you need to move on and do all the other things on your calendar for that day. So planning hour is huge, but up-leveling it even more. You can't just say, I'm going to do my planning. You've got to put it on your calendar for the same time every week and block off about a half an hour to an hour. So decision fatigue is a real thing. And the less decisions that we have to make, the more we have that energy versus fatigue for all the other things that we have to do. So for me, every Monday morning at 6 a.m., that is my planning time. I don't care what time you do it, but make sure it's a time when it's most likely it's going to happen, right? So don't put it at a time when you know that there's going to be a lot of other distractions or things coming in for work or for family, but block that time off on your calendar. Now, the other thing that comes to decision fatigue is when you're planning those things that have to get done every week, not only should your planning hour be at the same time every week, so should those workouts, that meal planning, that meal prep, that grocery shopping. See if you can make those at the same time because then it's just built in. It's going to be a regular thing that you do. There's less that you have to think about it, and it's just going to be easier and much less stressful for you to just be able to go and do it. So think about planning hour, putting it in your calendar, and then some of those things that you have to do each week, how can you make them at the same time each week so there's less choices that you have to make? Now, I hope that this is helpful. Please let me know how it works for you. I can't wait to see more productivity and less stress and hear all about it.